pare sa ni pare re ga pare sa ni pa sa.
Anxiety, stress, depression, schizophrenia, bipolar, and many other such names which are related to mental health are generally ignored because they cannot be seen by others physically. It doesn't mean that the person is mad or he does not have an intellect. It is only that the required hormones are not being released. Although science have come a long way in researching about providing the chemical support to your body to balance the hormone, still there is no permanent cure or permanent line of treatment for such kind of issues, and people end up their life carrying this issue. So generally all this starts when a person starts overthinking or having too much of stress, or he or she has gone through a big trauma, a shock, a deficiency because of the food habits. B12 deficiency is highly popular for considering the fact that these things can happen. And I would say it's not a surprise if people today are having more deficiencies than ever. The reason is today's food is not organic and it creates a hybrid kind of vegetable or food which has hardly anything as a nutrient which we can call. It's a chemically developed vegetable or a fruit or anything else. So it is going to create a chemical imbalance in your system. So nothing to blame about. All I would say is you should have as much as raw food as possible, and try to have, not try, in fact, go for organic food. Above all this, even if you do all this, in the current situation, in the world which we are living in, everybody has to fight for the survival. Survival is something which should be should be very easy. So fighting is not about the survival. Fighting is more about maintaining the status quo or maintaining your demands which you have in life. So obviously that you have to face a lot of pressures. Like lately, I would say about myself, like a lot of pressure has been created by my landlord for some reason, not to go in depth. And sometimes the pressures are due to some family reasons, or your relative or something, or maybe your far cousin. They are expecting something out of you, and it's not happening, and they might create pressures to a level where your ability to think clearly can go. Fear can enter. Anxiety attacks might come. Panic attacks might come. All this can happen because of the pressure. Cardiac arrest can happen. So I agree to the fact, and I'm sure you also agree, that pressures are going to stay. Maybe even if you leave everything and even if you go to a jungle, still there is a pressure of how to manage in the jungle. So pressures in life will always remain. So what to do? you should have ability to watch your pressure, just to witness your pressure, not get involved with pressure. So it's a very subtle thing. You'll have to really work on it. Like it's like watching your mind. See, your mind might be thinking something else, and you're doing something else, and you're talking something else. A balanced person, or I would say a very enhanced and evolved person, is a person who whose speech, mind, and action is doing the same thing. It's too difficult to reach, but it can happen. But meanwhile, whenever there is a pressure situation, there's a one very good breathing exercise which I would like to share today. That is, just breathe deep inside and exhale through your mouth. So this activity should happen not with jerk or with pressure. It should be very smooth and very effortless. Keep doing this until your pressure settles down. Trust me, it will calm you down, and then you can think over that situation which is creating a pressure and try to find out a solution for that particular situation. I hope this will help, and we can talk more later on this. There are a few more things which I would like to add on, but I don't want to lengthen my video, so maybe in some other video I'll talk about this more. Until then, you have a practice which can help you to calm dodown. Thank you for now.